Now I'm given that log 2 to the base b is a, log 3 to the base b is capital B, and log 5 to the base b is capital C, and I want to be able to write this expression in terms of a, b, and c, which means I'm going to need to start with writing these numbers over here in terms of 2, 3, and 5. Okay, we can definitely find a way around that. So let me do some scratch work in the side here. So 27 is 3 times 3 times 3, which means 27 is 3 to the third power. Okay, and what about 20? 20, if I was to break it down to its lowest factors, would be, well, oops, 5 times 4, which is still not, we still don't have 4 in our expression. So I'm going to factor this further as 5 times 2 times 2. Also, let's note that what we have here is the square root of 20 and not just 20. So I'm going to simplify that too. The square root of 20 is the square root of 5 times 2 times 2. Now, how do we pull numbers out of the square root? You'll see that when you have two numbers inside, two factors repeated inside the square root, you can pull one of them out because essentially you have 2 squared in there. So this is actually 2, which comes out of the square root sign, and square root of 5. Okay, now this is great because I have been able to write 27 in terms of 3 as 3 cubed, and the square root of 20 as 2 times the square root of 5. Now everything is in terms of 2, 3, and 5. So now I can start working on my problem. I have log to the base b of 27 over the square root of 20, which is equal to, okay, first of all, I have to try and expand this expression in order to break these numbers down. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write this in the corner here. I'm going to use the rule log to the base b of a over b, we're using the quotient rule, is log base b. I probably shouldn't have used b over here. So let's say m over n. Okay, so this is log to the base b m minus log to the base b n. So that's the first rule I'm going to apply, and I'm going to rewrite this as log base b 27 minus log base b the square root of 20. Okay, now remember that we had simplified these numbers in terms of 3 and 2 and 5. So I'm going to substitute that in the next step. So this is log base b 27 is 3 cubed, and here you have log base b, the square root of 20 can be written as 2 times the square root of 5. So the next step is going to be to apply the power rule to get rid of this power here, which is log to the base b m to the power of n is equal to n times log to the base b of m. Okay, so the power can basically come in front of the log. So I can rewrite this as 3 times log base b 3. And what about the second part? Well, log to the base b 2 times the square root of 5. Since there's a product in there, I can apply the product rule. I'm going to write it here on the left hand side. So log to the base b of m times n is given by log to the base b m plus log base b n. So this is my m and this is my n. So I can separate them using the product rule and write this as log base b 2 plus log base b square root of 5. Now be very careful with these parentheses because remember that this negative sign over here is applied to this entire expression, and so we don't want to forget that. Okay, there's one more step to go before I write these down. There's an extra power over here that I need to take care of. So I can use the power rule once again. And remember that the square root of 5 is nothing but 5 to the 1/2. So this is like 5 to the 1/2. And I can apply the power rule again to rewrite this as 3 times log to the base b of 3 minus in parentheses I have log base b of 2, and this is like 5 to the 1/2, so I have plus 1/2 log base b of 5 using the power rule. Okay, now what are these terms? We already know what these terms are from before. We know that log base b2 is a, 3 is b, and 5 is c. So I'm going to substitute those into this expression. So it's going to be 3 times capital B minus, in parentheses, capital A plus 1/2 times capital C. Of course, I may open the parentheses now and rewrite this as 3b minus a. We're just distributing the negative sign to both the terms inside the expression. So 3 times b, minus a plus, well, the negative sign got distributed inside, so minus 1/2 c. And that's the answer to your question. So the expression we were given was log base b 27 over square root of 20, and based on the substitutions given to us, that is 3b minus a minus 1/2 c, and this is an expression entirely in terms of a, b, and c.